Shalom. It is pouring down rain. I'm about to go into work. But I need to make this video. So, that being said, we are in Genesis chapter 10. Nations descended from Noah, the human race, after the flood. So 10:1, here we go. These are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Sons were born to them after the flood. The sons of Japheth, Gomer, Magog, who's a very important character, Madai, Jaden, Tubal, Meshech, and Taurus. The sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz, where you get the Ashkenazi Jews from. Jews mixed with Ashkenaz people. Japheth and Togarmah, the sons of Jaden, Elisha, Tarsus, Kittim, and Dotlam. From these, the coastland peoples separated in their lands, or spread in their lands. These would be the European people, white folk, I guess you could say, the Caucasians from Japheth. From these, the coastland people spread in their lands, each with his own land, each with his own lineage by their clan and their nations. The sons of Ham, Cush, Egypt, or Mitzrayim, Put, and Canaan. The sons of Cush, Sheba, Hilev, Sephet, Roma, and Septeca. The sons of Roma, Shebet, and Dedan. Cush fathered Nimrod. He was the first on earth to be a mighty man. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. Therefore, it is said, like Nimrod, a mighty hunter before the Lord, the beginning of his kingdom was Babylon. Nimrod started Babylon. He started the Tower of Babel. Also, December 25th is celebrated as Nimrod's birthday. The king of Babylon. The father of the pagan gods. Yeah. Come out of her, my people. Eric, Ashad, and Karan in the land of Shinar. From that land he went into Assyria and built Nineveh, which is in Iraq. Rehoboth, Ishkara, and Rosen between Nineveh and Calad. Kalah. It's Kalah, not Calad. Kalah. That is the great city. Kalah is the great city. Egypt fathered Reum, Ammon, Reum, Nephilim, Peshalum, Kashalum, from whom the Palestinians came, or the Philistines. Did I say Palestinians? Whoops. Yeah, Palestine, Philistine, same people. And capital. So, the Philistines come from Egypt. You know who else comes from Egypt? From an Egyptian woman? Ishmael. The father of the Arabs. Which mixed with the Philistines and the Canaanites. Now there's this. 15. Canaan fathered Siddim, his firstborn, Heth, and the Jebusites, the Amorites, and the Jebusites, the Hittites, and the Arkites, the Sinites, the Adratites, the Zemanites, and the Hananites. Afterwards, the clans of the Canaanites, dispersed, and the territory of the Canaanites extended from Siddim in the direction of Gomer as far as Gaza. Canaanites. How did the Canaanites and the Philistines end up in Gaza? They mixed together, that's how. And in the direction of Sodom, Gomorrah, Admah, and Zebulun, as far as Reash. These are the sons of Ham by their clans, their languages, their lands, and their nations. This is where you get Africa, comes from Ham, Cush, the Ethiopians, they come from Ham. Now, here's Shem. Shem, also the father of all the children of Eber, the elder brother of Japheth. Children were born, the sons of Shem, the Semitic peoples, Semites. Elam, Asher, Aspleshan, I can't pronounce that, Lud, and Aram. The sons of Aram, Uzzah, Hur, Gittar, and Mesh. Apatriashena, I can't pronounce this guy's name. Fathered Shelah, and Shelah fathered Eber. To Eber were born two sons. The name of one was Plague, for in his days the earth was divided, And his brother's name was Jachan. Jachan fathered Amadad, Shiletha, Hamar Mitzvah, Jared, Hadaram, Joel, Dakala, Oled, Adamil, Sheba, Opha, Hedvela, and Jobed. All these were the sons of Jachan. The territory in which they lived extended from Mesh in the direction of Shepha to the hill country of the east. These are the sons of Shem by their clans, their languages, their lands, and their nations. These are the clans of the sons of Noah according to their genealogies and their nations. And from these the nations separated abroad on the earth after the flood. And it is 1:30. I got 30 minutes left. So there, a couple of things here. You have Asian people come from Shem. You have Europeans coming from Japheth. And you have African people coming from Ham. 3 races. There's different tribes in every race. But when you get down to it, there's only 3 different shades. And you are not defined by your skin color. We all come from these 3 brothers. Shem, Ham, and Japheth, the sons of Noah. We all come from the same people. No man is greater than another man because of the color of his skin. I'm going to tell you the truth. My DNA, I have Japheth, Shem, and Ham in my DNA. We're not defined by our skin color. It's all about your heart condition. Just like my theologian says, love God, love your neighbor. Yod, hey, love, hey. Yahweh. Chapter 11. The Tower of Babel. Remember Nimrod, the king of Babel? Now the whole earth had one language. One language at the time. And the same words. And as people migrated from the east, they found a plain in the land of Shinar and settled there. This is in the Middle East. And they said to one another, come, let us make bricks and burn them thoroughly. And they had bricks of stone, bricks for stone, and bitumen for mortar. Then they said, come, let us build ourselves a city and a tower with its top in the heavens, and let us make a name for ourselves. Why did they want to do this? Because Genesis 6, the fallen angels, the Nephilim, Genesis 6. Right here. Genesis 6, verse 4. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterwards, when the sons of God, fallen angels, came into the daughters of men, and they bore children to them. These were the mighty men who were of old, the men of renown. They wanted to be like the Nephilim, and whose DNA had Nephilim in it. Nimrod, because what we just read in chapter 10, Cush followed Nimrod. He was the first to be a mighty man. Nephilim, a giant, Goliath, came from this bloodline of Canaanites, because they all mixed together. Now, back to 11:5. Yeah, 11:5. And the Lord came down to see the city, and the tower which the children of men had built. And the Lord said, Behold, they are one people, and they have all one language. And this is only the beginning of what they will do. And nothing that they purpose to do will now be impossible for them. Come, let us go down and there confuse their language, so that they may not understand one another's speech. So the Lord dispersed them from there over the face of the earth. And the Lord dispersed them from there over the face of all the earth, and they left off building the city. There its name was called Babel, because there the Lord confused the language of all the earth, and from there the Lord dispersed them over the face of all the earth. Now, when Yeshua, Jesus, comes back, that will be reversed. Zephaniah chapter 3. Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 9. Zephaniah 3:9. For at that time I will change the speech of the peoples to a pure speech, that all of them may call upon the name of the Lord and serve him with one accord. Power of Babel getting reversed. The nations being brought back in to the family of God. So yes, when Jesus comes back, your language and my language will be changed, probably to Hebrew, but who knows? How about this? So, from there we are in 11:10, Shem's descendants. These are the generations of Shem. When Shem was 100 years old, he fathered Arpachshad. I'm going to call him Arpachshad. 2 years after the flood, and Shem lived after he fathered Arpachshad 500 years, and had other sons and daughters. Semitic peoples. 10 people. That would be my ancestors on my mother's side. Where were we at? And Arpachshad lived 35 years, and he fathered Shelah. And Arpachshad lived after he fathered Shelah 403 years, and had other sons and daughters. When Shelah had lived 30 years, he fathered Eloy. And Shelah lived after he fathered Eloy 403 years, and had other sons and daughters. When Eloy had lived 34 years, he fathered Peleg. And Eloy lived after he fathered Peleg 430 years, and had other sons and daughters. When Peleg had lived 30 years, he fathered Reu. And Peleg lived after he fathered Reu 209 years, and had other sons and daughters. When Reu had lived 32 years, he fathered Sur. And Reu lived after he fathered Sur 207 years, and had other sons and daughters. And when Sur had lived 30 years, he had fathered Neo. And Sur lived after he fathered Neo 200 years, and had other sons and daughters. And when Neo lived 29 years, he fathered Terah. And Neo lived after he fathered Terah 119 years, and had other sons and daughters. When Terah had lived 70 years, he fathered Abram, Neo, and Haran. Now, these are the generations of Terah. Terah fathered Aram, Neo, and Haran, and Haran fathered Lot. Haran died in the presence of his father Terah in the land of his kindred, in Ur of the Chaldeans. And Aram and Neo took wives. The name of Abram's wife was Sarah. And the name of Neo's wife, Michlem. And the daughter of Haran, the father of Nimrod, and Ishad. Now Sarah was barren. She had no children. Terah took Abram, his son, and Lot, the son of Haran, his grandson, and Sarah, his daughter-in-law, his son Abram's wife, and they went from Ur of the Chaldeans to go into the land of Canaan. But when they came to Haran, they settled there. The days of Terah were 205 years, and Terah died in Haran. Haran is where you get the Hebrews. Adam, because his name's not Abraham yet. That will be in the next chapter. But Abram is known as the father of three religions: Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Judaism, coming from the Jews, Isaac. Christianity is related to Constantine and the Romans, who come from Esau. And Islam is credited to Muhammad, who is an Ishmaelite from Kedar, the son of Ishmael in the 12 tribes of Ishmael, the Arab people. Which, if you watch the news, they're all at war and have been at war for thousands of years. What Abraham started, well, what he was called to start, was not meant to become what it is today. Today, we have wars over religion and bullcrap. Often I wonder, what would Abraham think? What would Abraham think? Because from Abraham you get Judaism, which came from the Pharisees. That's not what Abraham intended. What Yeshua taught was what Abraham intended. And then from what Yeshua taught got corrupted by Constantine, which came Christianity, the religious doctrine of men, coming from who just got pulled out of the religious doctrine of men from the Pharisees, got codified as the religion doctrine of men of Rome. And then from that comes Islam, from Muhammad, who was taught by a Catholic monk and a Jewish rabbi. So he took that and ran and made his own religion, more doctrine of men. And now what you had? You had doctrine of men stacked on doctrine of men stacked on doctrine of men. And from Christianity, you get 54,000 different denominations of doctrine of men. Not biblical principles. The law is done away with. No, it's not, Gypsy. The law is written on my forehead. It's literally God's name. Love God, love your neighbor. I don't see people in Islam loving God and loving their neighbor. There was a Christian man that just got murdered yesterday by Islamic terrorists. I don't see Christians loving God and loving their neighbor either. Because every Christian I know, every one I've ever known, has always got something to say about somebody else. Love God and love your neighbor. And in Judaism, the doctrine and dogma of men in Judaism, yeah, you're not saved by your race, but it is saved by your heart condition. So what's my point? My point is we're all in the same boat. We're all corrupt. Mankind is corrupt. All of us. We're all corrupt. So what do we need to do? We need to focus more on loving God with everything we got, obeying His commands, and loving our neighbor as ourselves. I hope you got something out of the video. We're 30 minutes in. It's pouring down rain. Hope you all have a blessed day. Read your Bible for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Put your nose in your Bible and study it for yourself. Shalom.